This anime has the cinematic seal of approval, absolutely Fujimoto. Hey everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you're all well. I'm the Monio, the interdimensional demon who talks the most about Tatsuki Fujimoto on YouTube, and you're on my channel. And finally, the anime that's probably the most interesting of the year has premiered. 6 animation studios and 7 directors are adapting the early works of Tatsuki Fujimoto, the creator of Chainsaw Man, into an anime anthology. Each episode is an adaptation of a short story he created between the ages of 17 and 26, including the first manga he submitted to a contest. Each episode reveals intense stories of teenage love, chaos, madness, and human bonds, as well as a little-known side of Fujimoto, but let's take it one step at a time. One really cool thing about Fujimoto's works is how he uses the supernatural, dark humor, and nonsense, along with plot twists, to address sensitive themes, as is the case with his most famous work, Chainsaw Man, and another excellent manga, Fire Punch, which unfortunately doesn't yet have an anime adaptation. However, these short stories deviate somewhat from what one would generally expect from Fujimoto. The first story, for example, about a world dominated by aliens, follows a strong line of dark humor and nonsense, with a plot twist that changes the perspective of the situation and has a completely crazy ending. The second story follows a completely different logic and is extremely open to interpretation, with a narrative line completely different from what Fujimoto usually does. You keep waiting for the plot twist, and it never comes, so you realize it's one of those highly interpretive stories. Well, or maybe this story isn't as good as the others, but anyway, I'll highlight the episode with the assassin and the vampire. This is one of the coolest in my opinion, and it's the one that most resembles Chainsaw Man. In fact, this assassin reminds me of a certain person. Don't you think? The episode with the boy trying to confess his feelings to his friend is one of the shortest, but also one of the funniest, with a totally unexpected ending. One very interesting thing about these episodes is the aesthetic freedom they choose to use, something we'd already seen in Look Back, a medium-length film also by Fujimoto and also on Prime Video. You notice that, unlike the first season of Chainsaw Man, where the studio opts for a more conventional anime aesthetic, these one-shot episodes translate much better, in my opinion, the kind of art style Fujimoto uses, with very varied animation styles, to effectively convey what each episode transmits. Prime Video released a special 17-minute and 26-second preview of the anime anthology Tatsuki Fujimoto 17 to 26, connecting all 8 short films based on the one-shots. This video is quite interesting because, unlike the trailer, it gives a very good preview, giving you a great idea of what these episodes are like and which ones interest you most. I highly recommend it. I'll leave this video in the pinned comment. If you have a Prime Video account, I highly recommend watching this anime. It's unusual, different, and also very fun to binge watch. And if you like Chainsaw Man and have already watched and enjoyed Fujimoto's anime, I also recommend watching Look Back, which is also available on Prime. It's another excellent anime by Fujimoto, quite reminiscent of the episode with the sisters. But what about you? Were you already familiar with the previous works of the creator of Chainsaw Man? What did you think of the episodes? Leave a comment, and if you liked the video, subscribe to follow future content. Until next time my people, demonic hugs.